welcome back to my channel. Audrey aka Barnett here. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. In today's video, right, I will be talking about some of the biggest life lessons that I have learned as a 20-something-year-old. I have my smoothie here, I have my notes on my iPad, and so let's get it started. The number one biggest lesson that I learned is that no one owes me anything. My family, my friends, my best friend, people don't owe me anything. Whatever they decide to give me is because they made the choice to give it to me. If they love me, it's because they decided to love me. Because growing up, I always had this like big chip on my shoulder, expecting people to love me the same way that I loved them, or expecting to always return all the things that I was doing. And God really opened my eyes and showed me that, Audrey, you're going about life so wrong. Not everybody is you, not everybody is like you, not everybody thinks like you. So you need to stop expecting things from people. They're humans, they're not God. They cannot always fulfill or provide what you want in a person. Only God can be the one that we can always go to, and we know that we are always going to be getting something in return. Number two, that kind of ties in with number one, is that people have different love languages. Some people love quality time, physical touch, gifts, acts of service, and words of affirmation. So not everybody speaks the same love language. So in order for your relationships or friendships or like romantic relationships to flourish, you need to be able to understand and know where the other person is coming from. And you can only do that by learning their love language. For example, my number one love language is quality time. If someone says they love me but they're not spending time with me, they're getting me gifts, they're always using words of affirmation, yes, I'm gonna like it, but I'm not gonna appreciate it as much as if they spoke my very first love language, which is quality time. So know the love language of the people that are in your life so that your relationships can flourish. And they can do the same thing to know your love language so that everything will be. You avoid stupid arguments, you avoid stupid misunderstandings because you know how to effectively communicate. The third lesson that I learned is people always show you who they are. People always show you their true colors, but you decide to ignore. We decide to overlook it because sometimes it's better to help cover up the person's true colors is either to deny what is in front of our eyes because we love the person, because we care about the person, and we're scared of losing them. Because personally, I found that what I always used to do in my life is I chose to see the good in other people. Even if they treated me badly, even though, I learned that they spoke behind my back, or even if they try to like stab me in the back. Yes, you did that to me, but then I will forget and move on and act like, oh, nothing's wrong, and just choose to see the best version. Choose to see the person that I love spending time with, the person that I love to have fun with. So be careful, be observant, open your eyes and your surrounding, because people always show you who they are. Don't be fooled. Number four is that we are selfish, and we usually are only after our own best interest. And that's just how man is. That's why God tells us to love our neighbors like ourselves. Because when we love your neighbor, when you love God more than yourself, that little selfishness, that little, oh, I only care about me, oh, it's all about me part of you kind of like dies down, or it's kind of like shut down. So whenever you feel tempted to be, oh, I just want to do me, oh, self-care, oh, self-love, I don't care about other people, just be reminded that God calls us to love him and love others more than ourselves. And for me, is When I love, you will see my love. I don't hide it. You see, I take care of you. I am messaging, calling you, doing this. And sometimes people might see it as a weakness, but that's just who I am. And that's fine with me. I am learning to accept that the love that I give will not always be returned. Don't take it personal. Don't make it about you. Just love, just give, and keep it pushing. Number 5, okay, so don't expect people to show up for you the way that you show up for them. Because like I was saying, if this specific thing doesn't benefit them, they're probably or most likely not gonna care. Because it's like, okay, I'm helping you, but how's it benefiting me? Okay, I'm giving you a ride, but how's that benefiting me? So sometimes you have to try to find a common ground and like make sure you're benefiting and the other person's benefiting too. But then that's not a real relationship. That's not a real friendship. That's not a real bond. Again, watch out for people who are just out here in life trying to use you. Yes, God told us to love our neighbors like ourselves, but also He does not want us to be in situations where the other person is constantly taking advantage of you. Oh, number 6 is a big one. Strangers and people that you don't know are going to be supporting you and riding harder for you than the friends and family members that you have in your life. And I don't know what it is about that, but that's something that always like kind of like pinched me or hurt me. I'm like, bro, I have strangers, people that I don't even know, friends that I met online supporting me and riding for me more than family members, more than friends that I've known in my past life. And I'm learning to be okay with that. Just learning that sometimes they just don't want you to see you go up. They don't want to see you be happy. They don't want you to succeed. They just want to see you miserable in the same spot. So those who love you, those who applaud you, embrace them in your life, welcome them in your life, because we appreciate those people. And forget about those who don't support you. Forget about those who don't love you. Just keep it going. 7, quality over quantity. It is better to have one real ride or die true friend and have 10 friends that are fake, talking behind your back, don't want you to succeed, family members that are not riding for you. It's better to have a stranger riding for you, loving you, supporting you, than having people in your circle that are not for you, people in your circle that are not supporting you, people in your circle that are praying for your downfall. So definitely seek quality over quantity. If you have one real friend, it's fine. You have one real friend. But if you have 5, I don't know so much. You don't know that you can call them if you're in a situation. You don't know that you can ring them up if you're in danger. Then forget it. Number 8. I am learning to be okay with the fact that the life that I am living, it's not mine. The life that I am living, it's God using me to accomplish what He needs to accomplish in this world. It doesn't mean that I don't have dreams and goals, but all of them have to be centered around God. God has to be the focus. He has to be at the center of everything that I do, every decision that I make. I have to go to the altar, bring it to Him, in either for Him to approve, in order for Him to tell me to wait, or in order for Him to tell me, oh no, I have a better option for you. So if you feel like life is going crazy or things are not growing according to plan, maybe it's because God doesn't want you to go in a specific or other direction. So my advice would be take time and communicate with God, have communion with God, and see where He wants you to be, see where He wants to place you. And maybe this will open doors that you'll never believe you'll be in, opportunities, friendship, relationships, and all these things. Number 9 is having plans, goals, and dreams is cute. Going back to number 8, but sometimes God just has other plans. And no matter how hard, no matter how you push, no matter how you wish and pray for those plans, for those dreams or goals to happen, sometimes God just wants something else for you. Sometimes he just wants something better for you. And that's totally okay. And then sometimes it can be disappointing when you have a goal. Let's say you want to be an entertainer, but God wants you to be a doctor. Or you want to be, I don't know, a doctor, but God wants you to be a preacher, a pastor, or work in the ministry, or all these things are hard realities to accept. Like, God, don't you want me to be happy? You start questioning yourself, and then that's where humility comes in. When you let God be God and you just sit back in the passenger seat because at the end of the day, this world shall pass away. The riches shall pass away. The car shall pass away. The family members, the friends, all this is going to pass away. And we're going to have to be accountable, give an accountability to God of all the things that we did here. That's why now I'm trying to be more aware of the things that I do for him, or the ways that I'm trying to grow his ministry. Not because that's what's going to earn me salvation, but because that's what I have to do as a child of God. Because I'm saved, I have to share the message of the gospel. I have to share about the good news of Jesus. Last but not least, it is easier for people to blame you for the mistakes than for them to take responsibility of what they did. It is easier for them to, you had some part to play in it. It wasn't my fault. I did this because. I say this to say, just be very careful with the type of people that you let in your life, the type of people that you let have access to you, especially if you consider yourself a Christian. We're called to be in the world, but apart from the world. Not saying that you shouldn't have friends that are worldly, but make sure that the worldliness of your friends does not affect your relationship with God and does not stunt your growth. So yeah, I am really enjoying the growth and the learning process. And if you're enjoying my content, please make sure you stick with me, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I will see you guys on my next one. God bless you and take it easy. Virginia Banya is signing out.